So now chapter 12 exponents and powers, being the chapter which you have been following since your previous classes, let us take a quick recap on the concepts to be dealt with by taking some examples. For example, if it is given find the value of 2 power minus 3. So using the identity a power minus m is equal to 1 by a power m, we can write 2 power minus 3 as 1 by 2 power 3, which gives us the value 2 power 3 is equal to 8. And so next, minus 4 power 5 into minus 4 power minus 10. Okay. So here the bases are equal whereas the exponents are different. So in that case, what you will do, you will use the identity a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So here a value is minus 4, m value is 5 and n value is minus 10. So minus 4 a power m plus n, 5 plus minus 10. Please be careful with this negative signs. So minus 4, 5 plus into minus, minus 10. So minus 4 whole power 5 minus 10 is minus 5. Okay. So again we can use the identity a power minus m is equal to 1 by a power m. So using that, the answer is going to be 1 by minus 4 whole power 5, because as minus is pointing to a, you should not change this one, only the value in exponents will be changed. Let us check another model. So find m so that minus 3 whole power m plus 1 into minus 3 whole power 5 is equal to minus 3 whole power 7. So they are asking us to find this value, okay, m value. For that, look, so the given term is minus 3 whole power m plus 1 into minus 3 whole power 5 is equal to minus 3 whole power 7. First, it's very clear that the bases are equal, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. When the bases are equal and the exponents are same and are under multiplication, we can use the identity a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Here m plus 1 plus 5 is equal to minus 3 whole power 7. When the bases are equal, exponents are also going to be equal. Therefore, m plus 1 plus 5 is equal to 7. m plus 1 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 7. So m is equal to 7 plus 6, if we take to the other side, minus 6, m is equal to 1. Okay. So hence the value of m is going to be 1. Hope you are clear. Let us take another model. So the next is simplify 1 by 3 whole power minus 2 minus 1 by 2 whole power minus 3 divided by 1 by 4 whole power minus 2. If you observe, all the terms are having negative powers, minus 2, minus 3, minus 2. And the given numbers are a by b, a by b, a by b. So in general we have a by b whole power minus m is equal to b by a whole power m. a by b whole power minus m is equal to b by a. That means the reciprocal of a by b is b by a and minus m will become plus m. So using this general rule, how can we write 1 by 3 whole power minus 2? We can write it as 3 by 1 whole power 2. 1 by 3, a by b, b by a, 3 by 1. Minus should become plus, minus 1 by 2 whole power minus 3 we can write as 2 by 1 whole power 3. Okay, this one is one part, divided by 1 by 4 whole power minus 2 we can write as 4 by 1 whole power 2. Okay, 3 by 1 is anyway 3, so 3 square, minus 2 by 1 is anyway 2, so 2 cube. Okay, as they gave in brackets, don't split them. Minus 4 by 1 is anyway 4, so 4 square. 3 square is 9, minus 2 cube is 8, and 4 square is 16. 9 minus 8, 1 divided by 16, which we can write as 1 by 16. Okay, so 1 by 16 is the answer. Now let us move to another topic. So the next concept which we are going to discuss is expressing any number in standard form. I want to take two examples. So the first one is 0.000035. Okay, and the second one is 4050000. Okay, as these two examples will help us to understand the concept clearly, so please observe them. Look, so the first one is 0.000035. As you know, for any number to write as a standard form, we have to take the number as it is. That means 35. Okay, so here also 405, because we usually don't touch these zeros. Once we are done with the numbers, we will take that as a number and we will leave that zeros. Here after 35 we don't have any number or any zeros, so directly 35 I am taking. Now, so this is the first step, and the second step is keep decimal or point after one number. Here 3 after decimal, here also 4.05. And the next step is as usual into, here also into. Now please look at the board carefully. Look, here we already have decimal. In the new number, where exactly we kept the decimal? Here, after 3, isn't it? After 3 we kept the decimal. Now, as already we have a decimal, count the number of steps we made in order to reach this decimal. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after 5 steps we got this decimal. So 10 power minus 5. Okay, 10 power minus 5. Look, from which direction we went? From left to right, isn't it? Hence we have to put minus, or simply you can remember that whenever you see 0 point in the question, you can directly put minus 5. Minus. Okay, now once check this one. Here we don't see any decimals like this. In the question, here we have a decimal place, but in this we don't see any decimals. In that case, how we have to do is 10 will come as it is. We will assume that the decimal is here. Okay, and where actually we kept the decimal? After 4. Now look at the, from here to here, count the number of jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 power 6. Please be careful. Here I kept minus and here I didn't, because here the direction is from left to right. I count the steps from left to right. Here whereas right to left. Hope you are clear. Or else, if in the question they already gave the decimal, if they gives the decimal, then there is every need to put minus as in the power, and if there is no decimal in the question but we assumed that decimal at the end, then it will get positive sign. I will give one more example. Please look. So I am taking 0.1234567 and 837. Okay, here we have decimal. Please observe carefully. What is the number we have? 837. As a general rule, you will take the decimal after 8. After 8. Now, into 10 will come as it is. Into 10 will come as it is. In the answer, we kept the decimal here. So, count the 0 steps from this decimal to this decimal. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9 jumps, we reached this decimal. So, 10 power plus 9 or minus 9? Definitely minus 9, because the question is already having a decimal. Hope you are clear with this. So, I want to give one more example. Look. 3186 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so here we don't see any kind of decimals in the question, and the solution will be, so write the number 3186. After one number only we have to take the decimal. Okay, don't jump to next questions. Into 10 power, we will assume that the decimal is here. In the answer, we kept the decimal after 3. Now let us count the number of jumps or steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 power minus 10 or plus 10? Plus 10. Because from right to left we counted. Hope you are clear. So this is the way how you will write the given number in standard form. Now I will give some examples of writing a number in usual form or general form. Please check. So the next concept is express the numbers in usual form. For that, let us take some examples. 3.02 into 10 power minus 6. 3.02 into 10 power minus 6. Look. So 3.02 we can write as 302. We can write as 302 by, after decimal how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So 100 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, 302 divided by 100 we can write as 10 power 2 into 10 power minus 6. 302 into 10 power minus 6 by 10 power 2. As you know, a power m divided by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. So 302 into 10 power minus 8. But as you know, so 302 into 10 power minus 8. That means 302 divided by 1 after how many zeros? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which will make 302, 0 after. Already we have 3 numbers, 2, 0, 3. So 2, 0, 3. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 0.000000302 is the answer. Okay. I hope you are quite clear with this. Usual form is very easy. if instead of minus plus is there, you have to take the m like plus 6 minus 2, then you will get plus 4. So this is the way how you have to write the given numbers in usual form. And I want to make you clear that there exists a variety of methods to do these problems, like that is standard form and usual form. You can carry on with any method. As long as the answer is going to be correct, the marks will be given. So as I am saying, don't worry about the marks. The test is for self-assessment only, just to make you clear with the topics covered and how far you are quite clear with the topics. So don't worry too much about the marks. So that's all. Practice the problems. Have a great day.